Game begin. When the drum beats go like this. Game over. Game begin. When the drum beats go like this.
Skipping Serena Tiong and Valerie Wee. So both Susan and Valerie are relatively new players. Valerie has in fact only been bowling for less than a year.
Yep, around 6 months. Before we go on with all this, why don't you introduce yourself? We haven't introduced ourselves.
Oh,
Roger.
I'm sorry about that, Edmund. I did use your name earlier on, but I'm Roger, and I'm involved with the national team in Singapore.
essentially, Roger is the president of both Singapore, so we wear multiple hats, so many hats.
And you're the vice president, Edmund.
Yeah, I'm the vice president of high performance and technical. So I run the national squad, do their admin for them, as well as running this tournament because technical, that's what I do. So yeah, so the two main heads. Of course, both of us are full volunteers. We don't get paid, just for disclosure. So we did not put any money on this match.
We hope that our we hope that the people that we'd like to pay us can hear our story, right?
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, this time around we have some product placement on our screen. So these are the past last year's Lion City Cup sponsors. So without them, Lion City Cup would not have happened. It's gonna happen again in a month's time. So we are underway. So Susan rolling the first jack.
Talking about the Lion City Cup, it's going to start on the 6th. It'll run from the 6th to the 12th of July, and there'll be live streaming every day for that. It's well supported. I think we have 11 or 12 international teams. It's a teams pairs event with ladies pairs, men's pairs, under 25 boys and under 25 girls. So a team is 8, and it's we've got good representation from around the region, including Australia, Hong Kong, Malaysia. So some top bowls countries in there, Philippines. It'll be some great bowls to watch. So tune in with us when from the 6th to the 12th of July.
Right, the first bowl just came in. And Susan is long. Just for everybody's information, the direction that they're playing now, it's going slightly downhill. So you see a lot of long bowls here going towards this direction, and short bowls going the other direction. That's what we usually see here in the local community. So every time you change direction, it's a new start. Also, because of the heat, the green will be running faster in the morning, and as we heat up, it will slow down. So it will be a test of adaptability for both sets of players. Well, we were talking about the two skips, right? Philo, congratulations to her, has now break into the top 100. For a small nation like us, community-wise, relatively small around the region, right? Compared to our counterparts in the region, breaking into the top 100 is rather respectable. Rather, we are rather proud about it, and the way she's bowling. In the recent Champion of Champions last year, she managed to beat the former world number 1 from Malaysia in the group stages. So on her day, she can beat anyone. And her counterpart, Skip Mei Lee, was actually her partner in the Asia Long Bowls tournament that happened in Clark recently, in April, right? April and May, thereabouts. April, yeah. And they won a bronze medal there. So losing out to Malaysia, and with a respectable score, right? I think they lost by around 10 shots or 9 shots, below 10 shots. So they took home bronze medal that contributed to their current world rankings. Apologies for the shade. We have a tree right above where the players are playing, and then immediately the bowls goes out of the shadow and into the sun. So all the bowls seems a bit black now, but they are actually of different color. Serena's bowl is dark blue. Valerie's bowl and Susan's bowls are actually the same color, I think. Slightly the same color, just slightly different. So
Just one more note about Philo. She'll be representing Singapore at the World Champion of Champions in Club Barham this year.
yeah, which is at near Melbourne.
It's just about a 3 or 4 hour drive, 3-hour drive, I think. Yeah, up on the Murray.
So a rather slow start here when it comes to the heat. Of course, we expect the it to get better. Oh. So Philo just bowling her first bowl, and it looks good. Showing her class there, Roger.
Yes, absolutely. That's a really good first bowl.
And let's see how her pairs partner, actually her skip in the pairs, will counter this. So Philo's achievement in bowls is well documented, but before bowls she was a hockey player. And in May trying to make a difference, and look at that, look at that. So what a bowl.
Yeah, great shot.
What a bowl. So yeah, both vying for Singapore #1 player, right? #1 female player. So a bit of a personal agenda there.
Yeah, looks like.
Rivalry, fierce rivalry. So let's see what Philo can conjure up. She needs to add her weight, but she's gone wide. She's gone just slightly wide. That's not going to turn in. Weight is pretty decent actually. So Serena, her vice keep giving the instructions. Locally, May and Serena has formed quite a formidable partnership. So they play together in the pairs. Yep. First blood to Lion City. I think May in prior to playing bowls was a volleyball player, right? Do you remember?
She definitely
I think so, yeah. So all of them has strong sporting backgrounds.
And Valerie, this new one, this new girl, is
former SEA Games champion.
Wushu.
Tai Chi Chuan. So this game, she's a bit of turning to be our secret weapon, right? Not so secret weapon, but you know, this game is all about balance, and concentration. You know, so now that she's out of Wushu, I think she's won 2 gold medals or something like that. Definitely in terms of SEA Games, she's won some medals. We are hoping that she can utilize that agility, balance, and concentration to become a top player in Singapore. Possibly in the future, donning the Singapore colours again. Who knows? She's done well so far. So I think the president and vice president of both Singapore will be keeping a keen eye on this.
I think a keen eye is possibly being kept. And I think the senior coach has also got his eye.
Yeah. So you see delivery rather smooth. just needing to work on the consistency. So our observation was that the first bowl may well be her best bowl sometimes. So it's been able to repeat. So far in terms of corrections, she's had a good understanding. So Susan from SCC. Did not play the game too long as well. Probably 3 to 4 years,
Yeah.
thereabouts.
Yeah.
So in the past, she's rather tentative in joining all these nationals, right? Because she just wants to be a bit social and have fun with the game. And then when it comes to competition, it sometimes gets a bit aggressive, probably. But this time round, Philo and Joe managed to convince her, and look at where she is now. She's enjoying, definitely. Right. So commentators' curse here, Valerie drew consistently 2 bowls with not too much of a good weight control.
Valerie, Susan's just gone through. Covering the back bowl there.
Yeah, so I've just told the technical team here to inform the skips that to try not to block the view of the jack for better viewing experience for everyone at home.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could get a little bit more colour in on the try and see the bowls with the bright sunlight. It's reflecting and it's a bit difficult for people at home to see what colour bowls.
Yeah, if they carry on blocking the view, I will soon have to step in and walk towards them and tell them that, sorry, that's the rules of the game. In the finals, you've got to work with the live stream. So Serena bowling her second bowl, and there they are running together. She's just slightly heavy, around a meter. Could be holding. So let's talk about Serena. Serena was from the floorball fraternity, right? Right now she's still officiating. Look at that, Joe. Just drew in one. And right now she's also in the main squad for our national squad.
Yes.
And she will be playing in the Lion City Cup in July.
Yeah.
Due to her personal schedule, she missed the Asia Bowls. But we'll be keen to get some ranking points back. Right now, she's ranked 168 in the world. In Chinese, it's a very auspicious number. It means in Chinese it says 168means the entire route you are making money. So, okay, definitely cut down now by from May. Good weight control. So Serena still from time to time, do some officiating for floorball. In fact, our entire live streaming team here are from floorball. So it's through Serena's connection that we got this opportunity to live stream our matches. Previously, it's just we do as we like, right? May playing her last bowl. Philo with one more to go. Just trying to sit Joe out, but to no avail. So SEC still has the shot. Didn't hit it direct enough, so just slicing Joe's bowl. And Joe, the vice grip for SEC has been a constant in the long balls community for a long time, right? 20 over years.
Yeah, Joe, actually, Josephine, Phila, and May have been around for
Nearly 30 years.
all of 20 years plus.
Nearly 30 years.
Anything over 20 years is nearly 30 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. They've been around for quite some time.
I've been around for like 27 years or thereabouts.
Really?
25 maybe.
Well, that puts me in the 30-year bracket as well, then.
Yeah. And yeah, but I'm not an old man. I started off young. So
I remember.
I don't consider myself
I
as
remember.
an old man.
I remember. When we're talking about sponsorship, with the existing sponsors' names that are up there, we're always happy to have more sponsors for our Lion City Cup or for our national team. So anyone with any interest in supporting bowls, we'd love to hear from you. The shadows are very strong, aren't they?
Yep.
Bright light.
But it will get better. It will get better. I think once the shadow goes away, we will adjust the brightness of the cameras so that we can see the color of the bowls.
It's very difficult to see.
Looks fairly wide, this bowl, but this is the swinging hand, so it will turn in sufficient enough to make it a fair bowl. Good weight from Susan. I think right now Valerie is holding some multiple other roles in sports as well. She's currently working in Sports Singapore, mainly managing youth athletics. Recently, there's a restructuring that went on in Sports Singapore, right? With regards to roles and don't worry, no, I don't think anybody got fired in terms of restructuring. When people talk about restructuring, people get fired, but in the corporate world, but they have reshaped themselves in such a way that every department and works as an organization. So in the past, I think there's several different organizations working in their own way, and there's multiple instances of overlaps. So may have caused some confusions to the athletics as well as the administrative teams here in Singapore. But they have streamlined that, making sure that everybody is thinking in the same direction. It's happened quite recently, so we shall see how it turns out. Personally, I'm very positive about it. So Jo, showing her class as a seasoned player amongst the players, has been putting in pressure bowls since the last end. In fact, the first end as well. So Serena will be one of the players that will be looking to challenge the senior players. Just slightly heavy, but it's a good home, like what May said. So after two ends, it's 1-1. I'm hoping that this match goes as tight as possible, right?
Absolutely. Make it good value for everyone watching.
Yeah, and for the commentators as well. You know, the two of us have to wake up fairly early for this. So Joe with 2 great shots and holding 2. Serena, can she correct a meter? Looks a meter long. Good delivery. Looks slightly weighted. Misses the jack and goes behind.
Looked a bit of a hit or miss shot. She could be 2 down there, and probably just a draw to call for, but there's plenty of room to draw. But she had to go at the jack, and but she's finished up in a good position for defensive.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, if it was effective, she's probably gonna give May a better chance, right? So that's a bit of a gamble there. So Philo looking to draw in her first bowl. Looks a bit short to me.
Looks short to me.
From our angle, we are actually not seeing it from the same angle as you guys. We are seeing it perpendicular to the green. So the speed of the green, we can see it very clearly. And at a very early stage, we'll be able to tell whether it will reach or not, or it's too heavy. So from the screen, because you can't really see the ball sort of rolling, you probably will have difficulty at the early stage to know whether the balls are of good weight or not. So still 2 to SEC, I reckon. And Philo definitely has added weight, but has gone slightly wide, and as a result, that's why we do not encourage short bowls. May is coming up to take a look. So the 3 of them in discussion. I think Valerie taking a more observatory role there. Yeah. So in terms of team spirit wise or display of team spirit wise, I think the Lion City Long Bowls Club is displaying a more extroverted type of display, whereas the SEC team are more.
I think that
reserved?
That actually Serena is very good team player and engaged in geeing the team up to be the best they can.
Oh, she's gone narrow and set out her own bow, so it looks like 2 to SEC. So we have some strong support from SEC here. Majority of the supporters are from SEC, so the Lion City Long Bowls Club members, if you are seeing this and you are nearby, why not make your way here
and make some noise in support of Lion City, right?
Yeah. Just checking the Facebook live stream now. This time round, the very first time, we are live streaming both on our Facebook page as well as our official YouTube page, right? The YouTube page is managed by yours truly, right, Roger, and he's lost the password for a very long time, so that's why it hasn't been very active for a long time. But we managed to recover the account and made it work together with Leandro's team, our technical live stream team here.
So we're stepping up in our marketing already.
Yeah, and for those of you watching on either YouTube or Facebook, just do us a favor by liking and sharing, right? I think the more that we get exposed to these sports, and we do have a big community here in Singapore, respectable number of bowlers here in Singapore. So all of you, if you share, watch our local players fight it out for the championship, and then maybe observe how far you are in terms of playing technical skills as compared to them, and see how you can work on it to maybe next year it will be you in on screen, right? Yeah, 2 hours of fame, 2 hours plus of fame.
Well, that's what we'd love to see. Very welcoming for new players. We have learn to play classes and a junior bowls academy. So we're doing everything we can in the community to help people pick up bowls and to get the best advice they can and coaching they can. And this is one game where you can see that you can become quite good quite quick if you just do a lot of work at it.
Yep, and feel free to leave some comments on both the platform. So we'll try to address any questions with our very limited knowledge, right? We don't profess to know everything, but we try to help. Serena shot on her first bowl. Like I said, this is uphill and they're playing a bit of a longer end here, nearly T to T. Just maybe 2 meters off T to T. And generally, except for one bowl that went to a ditch, the players have been shot. Joe this time round takes the jack. She's heavy, but she took the jack, so ended up to be a very, very nice bowl for her. The temptation to go a lot heavier is there, but the key test to all the players is to ensure that we don't overcorrect. And Serena drawing a rather positive bowl there.
Oh, very nice.
But still one down. Joe has always been a good performer in the finals. So I think for all the finals that I've seen her play, she's played some great bowls. Just last year, I played against her in the mixed pairs. I was partnering my wife Hui Shan, and she was with Hariman, and she played great, right? She played absolutely fantastic, just overwhelmed the both of us. You're not hearing much of Roger because he's having a bit of a coughing fit. That looks like it could be in the count. Or not. So SCC holding at least one. A good result would be to trail the jack or sit on Josephine's bowl. And they are going to play the narrow hand. The forehand, which is the narrow hand, coming this way. And as I said, it's... Oh, great bowl.
That was a lucky week just on nice.
As long as you reach, something may happen.
That's it. That's it.
Of course, we as the high performance team here try to rely less on luck and more on skills. But
you're right. If you reach, something will happen. Sometimes it's positive. Sometimes
it's
not
negative.
So,
Yeah.
not so
So Roger is famous for something called the Roger Special. So it's usually he goes too heavy and then he gives the shots to the opponents, and we call it the Roger Special. Has been special for 30 years now in the community.
So can't say it's going to be short. Give it a chance.
So May looking to add one more. It doesn't look like it's gonna reach. I'm not very sure. Maybe.
Not bad.
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
slices the jack. No damage done. One up for Lion City.
Just the one, right?
Yes. So 3-2.
3-2 after.
So at least we are not at 7-0 or something like that, Roger. So it's looking good for us.
So 3 to the SCT team, 2 to the Lion City team after 4 ends. So we may get a competitive game after all.
So today's umpire sitting at the background, you'll see him when sitting at the background with his arms crossed right there. Yeah, his name is Srinivasan. Been bowling for a good few years now as well. I think less than 10 years probably, but has picked up some medals along the way. I think they are the current national force. He's part of the current national men's force champion. He's put his hand up to help with the umpiring. He's a member of both clubs, so no argument of biasness there.
Bias, yeah.
Yeah, and he's now retired from his day job. He used to hold a very, 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 very high post in SIA. So people working in SIA, particularly the pilots and the air crew, will know who he is. Recently appeared on China News Asia talking about turbulence. So you can guess what his role is. That looks very heavy from Susan. Let's go behind and match Valerie's bows. Yeah, incidentally, Susan's sister is also named Valerie.
Yeah.
Also a kin bowler. And she's here supporting her sister. One of their best mates is Madam Tan Hui Kun, who sits in the board of both Singapore as well as our legal advisor, secretary, Secretary General, doing multiple hats now. Very busy with the Lion City Cup coordination and liaison. Yeah, they are mahjong kakis. I think they decided to spend even more time together and start playing bowls together here at SEC. May just Serena with two very good bowls, one to the head and one behind. Exactly what you need. And let's see if Josephine can keep up her good work thus far in the finals. And that's very, very good. Just probably just measurable. It looks close on camera, but Josephine's bowls is slightly behind, where Serena's bowls are nearly jack high.
So our angle doesn't give us quite good perspective, but anyway.
To be honest, Roger, all I see are shadows.
Yeah, it's such a lot of shadows, isn't it? And we at least can look out and see what's going on in real life, but when you look on the screen, it's really hard to tell.
Let me see it through the live stream. Actually, the live stream is a bit better. You can actually see some colors. And Philo just fallen short, just slightly short. As you can see, from this angle, it looks
very
close, right? But it looks around a mat shot.
Looks possible.
So looks can be deceiving. May has gone narrow yet again. So heading down here, got to still put in some green grass, unless you're going straight for the bowl. Philo looking to add shot or change the height. I reckon they will do a measure after this. His white is not going to. So, right, SCC, Joe's bowls is holding. So, SCC 4, Lion City 2.
Delivering the jack there from about. She's got the mat up about 3 meters from the 2 meter mark, and she's rolled it pretty much to the 2 meter mark at the other end. So.
Just give us a moment here. We are facing some technical difficulties in one of the cameras, the one that matters.
So she's playing about 33 meters at the moment.
Just trying to get on screen.
It's a very good start. And she's drawn the jack.
So Susan's first bowl has drawn to the jack. Actually, both. Oh, here it is. Let me move this. Okay, it's this wire here. Just bear with us. Here we are. So, Susan, we have a good start for the team. And Valerie, about 2 meters short, looking to correct her weight. Weight's a bit better. Anywhere behind is good. For the likes of May, who is generally a more aggressive type of bowler. So, Philo is a more draw-based bowler. She loves the fast greens, right? And May is a more aggressive type of bowler. So when we put them together at Asia Long Bowls, it worked out well. They're complementing each other.
Yeah, it worked.
Setting their rivalry aside.
That's an important consideration. Anyway, they were working for the team that day.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like she's let that one go a bit. She's having a go at it.
Oof. Just missed. Just playing slightly unorthodox compared to our Singapore usual practice. And Joe looking to put something behind. Accidentally promoted Valerie's bowl. And they are one down. Philo putting her hand on her head. Yeah, it's not deliberate. Things like that happen. So I think her original intention was to put somewhere behind because Serena has driven her first bowl. So it didn't work out too well for them. And now Lion City is back in the match. Serena trying to draw in one more. And just missed. Just on the wider side of things. Just slightly narrower would have sat on Susan's bowls and get two. May is going to play her backhand. She's already indicated her interest in the backhand. Maybe just trying to sit off Susan and get three. What do you reckon the temperature here is? It's probably going to reach 35 very soon.
It's definitely warming up. Fairly clear sky. Under the shade here, it's not too bad. Just the air temperature, but if you got in the sun as well, I think it'll be getting quite hot.
Feel narrow and heavy.
So the players will be feeling it at the sunny end.
That tree will be their best friend for the next hour. As you can see, this is the true color of maize bowls. Orange and brown. And she's drawn the third shot. Opportunity is there to take away Susan's bowl and get multiples.
Yeah, well, it's basically it's up to see if Philo can do that.
Yeah, so depending on Philo's bowls here. And she...
Yeah, I think she just tried to draw in there rather than to add any weight.
In my opinion, May got to go for Susan's bowls. But let's see how it goes.
I think this one might be a bit short. Yeah,
and she shot.
It's about 2 feet short.
So 1 for Lion City, and we are back at 4-3. Reminder, we'll be playing 18 ends, so still early days. We're hoping that this goes like a seesaw, right? All the way to the end. I think, are you still a member of Lion City Long Bowls Club?
Okay.
Yeah. So both of us are also members of both clubs, so there's no biasness whatsoever. Although I've been with SCC for a longer time, since I was 19, I think. And Roger since he's 50. Lion City Lawn Bowls Club is formed rather recently. I think their history is 5 years. 5 years.
During COVID, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So maybe exactly 5 years. Serena is the Secretary General of Lion City Lawn Bowls Club. So in Singapore, we have probably four major clubs.
Well, we've got 4 greens that we to use. Two within private clubs, Tangland Cricket Club, and this national green here at Kallang, and there's another green which is a bit smaller at the Sports Hub, and that's where Lion City are based. In the community, we've got we don't have any dedicated lawn bowl greens, but we do have opportunities where we can share AstroTurf hockey pitches and some converted basketball courts. These give us a chance to have some more clubs in the community as well. So overall, we've got nearly 10 members to bowl Singapore now, 10 clubs.
Yep. 4 major clubs: Evergreen Lawn Bowls Club, Lion City Lawn Bowls Club, SCC, who is where we have a section for lawn bowls. So Tanglin Club,
which also has a section.
Yeah.
And Parables.
Parables. So Parables just recently joined us as an ordinary member. We work very closely together. Just a bit of advertisement for them as well. After the Lion City Cup in early July, they will be immediately holding their Malayan Cup, where the top nations like Australia is also sending a team. So good number of participants. I think they are playing around 4 disciplines that spans across physically impaired as well as visually impaired.
Correct, yeah. I think they have 9 countries coming, or thereabouts.
Yep. For Lion City Cup, we have 11 countries. So just 1 more or 2 more. 2 more from last year. I can't really remember. I think last year we had 8 or 9. This year we have 11.
Yeah, clearly the bowls community in the world has heard that the Lion City Cup is a good event, and
World Bowl Series accredited.
And probably one of the first World Bowls Series accredited events, which made it even more attractive. So
And basically, you play 2 disciplines here in Singapore, so 2 times the chances, 2 times the chance of winning some valuable ranking points. Last year, Serena and May got 2 bronze medals in the ladies' pairs. Philo she got a silver in one of the ladies' pairs events.
yeah,
And there's also an under 25 component there, where some of our Singapore youngsters did rather well. Isaac and Hariman won the gold in one of the boys pairs discipline, and also silver, right? I think they lost in the finals or something like that. Won 1 and lost 1 in the finals. So this year the Lion City Cup will be held slightly different. So in the first year that we became accredited by the World Bowl Series and start earning some ranking points, the under 25 disciplines do not earn any ranking points. So we have mixed it up a bit. We hear the feedback from our fellow international friends, bowling friends, and this year we'll be holding a open category by gender, male and female. So it will allow the under 25 players that are playing to have an opportunity to earn some world ranking points. So still 2 disciplines in total. Each player will play 2 disciplines. And for the under 25 players, 1 will be non-ranking points applicable. Ranking points will not be applicable for one of the disciplines, but for the other one, it's open for all. And interestingly, the world champion is coming for the male. Lee Schreiner just won the World Champion of Champions. I was there in New Zealand. I got absolutely nowhere near competing at that level. But I've seen him play in very drastic weather, very challenging environment, very fast green, but waterlogged. And yeah, he managed to come through and win his second World Championship in the Champion of Champions. He's coming here. So it is Lion City Cup 2025 is turning out to be a very, very prestigious event. So if you are around the area at Kallang, feel free to come down and watch some top class bowls. Watch the world champion in action. He will still be the world champion during the competition because the next Champion of Champions is going to be held in September. SCC still having the advantage here, 5-3. I've totally lost attention to the last end, but let's shift our focus back to the match. Valerie with a good bowl. You see how Susan after bowling, staying down. Good technique. But just short. With latest Susan bowls, Valerie's could be in Valerie's eye, but I think the main important thing here is to reach the head, and she's done rather well there. And what a bowl, what a bowl. Converting her Tai Chi Chuan. Her Tai Chi Chuan into good use there, Valerie. Josephine trying to attack the head. Takes the jack. And change the head. So SCC is now leading again, putting on the pressure. Constant pressure from SCC. I think Lion City has done well to cope with the pressure so far. Serena just on the white side. Great weight. Looks like another second shot. Philos asked Josephine to add more weight. She must be careful not to take out her own now. And ends up in a good place. Just not good enough. So commentators curse. Serena just have to adjust her green and trust her skip to do the rest. Not reaching. Not reaching there. May must be thinking about sitting off Joe's balls.
Well, she's got a fair bit of room there, Edmund. I think that she could probably
Draw.
draw that,
Yeah.
and just draw to beat.
But we know Philo. Philo will draw in first. Probably will draw in first. So
Or then May will have no compunction about giving it a whack. No,
just slightly narrow.
Lama's off, so she hits something first.
I told you, she's contemplating. She's not bowled her bowl because she wants to sit off Joe's bowls. She's already made up her mind.
Is he talking her out of the... I thought she'd play the backhand. No? No, she'll definitely want to play the backhand, won't she?
Looks like she's playing the forehand. No. We have no idea anymore.
Yeah, really.
Forehand. So on the aggressive side.
Hey, and a roll on. Oh, it just rolled through.
Okay. Plenty of second bowls. Plenty of second shots. Philo now needs to draw in one more to really...
It's Joe's ball holding, right?
Yes. And Philo has gone wide. And that's what I'm saying, 1 in 3. So if May is accurate, they may take the lead.
But she could
After descent.
also just pick up the jack and roll it 2 rolls, and she'll pick up 3 shots.
And given her first bowl, she already played that sort of aggressiveness. Oh, she did
got
it.
it.
So 3.
So what do I know?
No, yeah. Yeah, you just... yeah. You're only the president of both Singapore. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Not really a big shot.
Okay, well that was a good outcome for them.
So 3 at least. 3 at least. Manager for 4. Is this where the game turns?
It could well do. I didn't realise it was potentially so many. That's 3.
3. So 6-5, 5-6. Based on the scoreboard, 5-6.
5-6, yeah. After 8, is it 8 ends? Must be nearly 8.
And Valerie in her first ever national triples is on track for a gold medal. You know how many years I've tried, yeah, to finally get my first national gold medal.
After 6 or 8 months of
So,
bowled.
I mean, you can't buy natural talent, I guess. So it's to be honest, it's not just 100% technical. It's about how you are playing in a team, how well you guys work together.
Yeah, the team dynamics are really
teamwork.
important when you're in a team game.
You know, less blaming, more encouraging.
Well, and everyone contributing what they're supposed to do to the game plan. I think that they're
Yeah,
important issues.
yeah.
If that all goes right, well, the outcome probably there.
Leaving less to chance, right?
Susan's dropped the weight enormously there.
So both leads has been shot, going downhill here. Looking to correct themselves.
This is closer.
Valerie's second bowl looks a lot better.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, May giving the heart shape. A bit of her signature now. Don't think she's able to copyright it, but
Well, between her and Serena, they've been
Yeah.
busy.
a lot of hearts. A lot of hearts flying
perfecting
around.
The hearts flying around. Yes.
Valerie's gone.
It's 2 now. Susan's really dropped 2 short ones.
No doubt she'll pick up her game again. It's easy to have a loose ends, right?
She's
This
gone
is
off
a
for a drink
18.
of water.
Yeah.
Hopefully a bit of a mental reset. This really is a mental game, and if you start to get a bit down, you
Right, Serena shot for her
Really
past
need
2
to-
bowls.
need a reset.
The skips are really not standing at the right position for us. The bowl looks maybe out. And here they come. And Serena shows her class.
That's a big improvement from the first one, that's for sure.
And now they are standing together, embracing each other just to block our view.
Okay.
Great bowl there by Joe. Great bowl. Exactly what SCC team needs. I reckon they are still 1 down.
I think SEC got it by now, isn't it? No, I think
Maybe,
SEC.
Yeah, SCC.
I think Joe's bowl's got the edge on the others.
So we have some more supporters coming in. Andrew Lim from TC. Our VP High Participation is here. He'll be observing the crowd that's watching this match and see what can be done to increase the viewership. Just going through Facebook now and see whether there's any comments. So don't be shy to put in some comments. We can make it as interactive as we can. I see that Putu from India has liked our live stream. It's pretty early there, still in India, so thank you Putu for supporting. Always liking every of our posts. Recently, Putu is like the India #1 male player, right?
Yeah,
and
he's very high.
and he's very good. He's very good at his heavy shots. I played against him in New Zealand. He gave me a lesson. I was playing my utmost to do the basic draw shots, and he took every single of them away. Like it's already rare and fine in between that I draw a good one, and then he immediately takes it away as if nothing has happened. I have not put in any work. So
well, thanks Putu for getting up early and watching our live stream and giving us a like. Thank you.
And recently we met him at Clark again, and he's observed our social media that much that he photoshopped himself into one of our team photos. It was hilarious. I'm not very sure whether Photoshop is the right term to use now, right? But with AI and everything going on in the world, I think Photoshop Probably needs to work a bit harder. Eunice is behind us now. Andrew's wife and also a keen supporter of Lombos here. And Andrew is here saying hi to us. So we are talking about the high participation VP trying to make sure that there's grandstand and crowds watching the finals in the future. So I leave it to you, Andrew.
Well, thanks.
It's all on you now. So 6-all, we are back to square one. After so much in the sun, they're back at in square one.
I think it's 9
ends, halfway through. Very, very tight match. Barry's drawn a short bow. Susan's drawn one into a ditch. So both leads will look to improve themselves. Looking much better there, Susan. A bit on the narrow side, but better weight. Valerie also improved on her weight and going slightly behind, and that's the shot. Still pretty lots of opportunities to draw in for the back end players. Based on Joe's form today, it shouldn't be an issue for her.
Just the first one behind. It was good. It's a good position there.
Nearly threw the jack as well. Roger's gone to his coughing routine. And Serena, number 1. Great bowl. Serena and May in Pattaya, last year's Asia Lombos, won a bronze in the triples, ladies triples discipline with Kelvina Lee. Kelvina Lee just came back from a study trip at Texas, so she came back last night, I think. So did not participate in these triples. But yeah, due to her study commitments, we had to send sort of different permutations in terms of the national squad for the recent Asia Lombos in Clark. Singapore's tally from Asia Lombos was 2 bronze. 100% improvement from our medal tally in Pattaya. So I would like to look at the bright side of things. And we hope to go from strength to strength. Effort is definitely been put in by the players as well as the administration team. The selectors, the coaches. Coach Bernard is working extremely hard during the training sessions, coming up with drills, making sure all of the national athletes reach the head, right, and not put short bows. These sort of things, training their mentality. Serena indicating that they are one up. I would say at least one up. Second bowl could be measured. That's not gonna reach. Around a meter shot. Philo will look to sit off Serena's bowls. If she's able to reach here, seems like she's dropped her weight. So May was contemplating on sitting out Philo's bowl, but Serena stopped her. So May, in the end, decides to go aggressive. Let's see. No harm, no danger. That is the biggest danger, right? So, one for Lion City, and they take the lead. 7-6. A 3/4 length, close to a longer 3/4 length. 31 meters, thereabouts. 32 meters. Valerie drawing her first bowl past the jack. On the white side. Susan. Looks a decent weight here from where we see. Still rolling. Also slightly on the white side, but better weight than Valerie. So SCC is holding 1. It looks close on screen, but I think the closest bowl is still a good 1.5 meters away from the jack. Valerie with...
I think the shadows are starting to settle back now and give us a bit more open space to watch. We're not too complicated on the trying to find the colours. Your turn to cough now, is it?
I'm alright.
Gone slowly past. Ah.
The sun getting into them.
Well, May's just told them that there's a 1.5 metre circle here around the jack that they got opportunity to draw into. And hoping someone's going to do it.
Serena drawing the first shot. Just 1 mat behind. Thereabouts. Angel doing her job, carrying on her hot form. It's going down to the wire, Roger.
Well, it's keeping the pressure on, isn't it? Very one. So that's
So 13 shots after 10 ends, so very, very little multiples has been won.
well,
Serena
you'd
has-
like to hear that the organisers must have done a great job to get the two best teams to be playing one another in the final, right?
Yeah,
Is-
to be honest, I would have preferred my academy team to have made the finals, but they've fallen short this time round. But yeah.
Well, so let's encourage more people to sign up for the academy. You can find our details on our website,
Yep.
bowlsingapore.org.
And we have a good pipeline of academy players now coming up. Not so much ready per se, but we are giving them the opportunities that they need to be ready.
If you want to take up a sport that you can really reach national potential
This is the spot.
quickly in, this is the one to do it,
Yeah.
and we have the academy to train you.
Just a bit of psychomotor skills and a level head, good discipline, so that when we are running the academy, we break less blood vessels. May drew in one. So the angle of the camera is just slightly from an angle, right? I think around 20 degrees angle. So you may see this bowl coming down from philo as a bit narrow. Actually, in fact, it is a bit narrow, but actually not that far away from the correct line. May will do well to draw in one more to put on the pressure. Much better line from what I see. How's the weight? She's dropped her weight.
I think she's dropped away here. It. Well, the way Philo's thinking about it, looks like May might have dropped that on purpose. Put it in Philo's eye.
If you go straight, it's still possible. But we know Philo, she's not really an overly aggressive player. So 1 for Lion City. 8-6. Now it's SCC to try to fight back. It's SCC's turn. They've been leading in the early stages of this game. Don't think the scoreboard is right. Serena's given the opponents the score.
She's just realised the
yeah.
scoreboard's the wrong way around.
Very charitable there by Serena. May has corrected her, so we are back in business. This time around, they are playing a slightly shorter end. Valerie first bowl 1 meter behind. So regardless of who wins this match, right? At the end of the match, we have sort of like a post-match interview with the winners. For the runner-ups, we make it optional. So depending on their mood at the end of the match, right? But definitely the buoyant champions will be up for an interview. Yeah, and we'll talk about their feelings, what they were thinking, and then we try to be as professional as we can be, right? But I would say that being commentators for live streams are not a job, Roger.
I agree. We do have a bit of background in bowls, so it's okay. We know these people pretty well.
Comes with part of the job. Yeah. Actually, the biggest struggle for me running this job is my desire to play. To play when I'm watching them play and coaching, like during the national squad, it's like your hands get itchy, right? And I'm like, I want to play. I wish I could play. I mean, it not competitively, but even putting your hands on the bowls is a bit of a scarcity for me now.
Yeah, it's really changed my profile as far as playing goes. I used to play a few days a week, and now I hardly get to play at all.
Yeah, because the administrative load just gets to you, and we constantly need to look and think about the big picture. Planning all these live streams and events so that we can have a bit of more exposure and better growth in the future, sustainability for the sports in Singapore. I would say just a few years ago, it wasn't looking that good in terms of the numbers of bowlers. COVID saved us a bit because for that period of time, we were one of the few sports that could be played. So the likes of Serena, and a few of our current top players.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, the Lion City, we were able to start it during COVID because of the fact that we were a sport that could
Moose as well, our current male
Moose,
champion, right? Also from COVID days. You can't call them COVID babies, but probably we can call them COVID bowlers. Yeah, you see that between the two of us, when we are talking a bit of a rubbish, we are more fluent. But when it comes to commentating the match, it's slightly unnatural for us. Yes. So we are just saying that another of our big supporter, Peter Cornell, is sitting at the other side of the green, watching the finals. He's umpired majority of the weeks leading up to the finals. May has just drawn in the number one shot, and you see, May has a combination of playing aggressive and the ability to draw as well. So she's been a constant in our national squad for a very long time, just like Philo.
Oh, this is interesting. It's just, it's very close. Philo's last bowl.
Better line, so it's a measurable shot.
Sure.
May has the better weight there.
Let's see if May can
Looks like it's not.
Get
Might
past
pass.
it. Get past it.
Oh.
Ayo.
Ayo. So essentially, Philo just has to do almost the same and hope that we will draw the score levels again. The score level, and she did it right. Yeah, Singapore number one player, World Bowl Series rank 94 or something like that, 96 or 94, right? So top 100 player in the world. Currently top 100. And we are all square with 6 ends to go. Bit of sportsmanship being shown there. Here we go, 2/3 of the match done. Turning out to be a great finals. So as you can see, you're looking at ring 5 and ring 6, right? On the background, but actually they are playing on ring 4. So that's the camera angle that we are looking at. This information may help you to judge the bowl better when you are watching on live stream. So in the international competitions, live streams are so prevalent now, right? That they actually started drawing some markers on the green to prevent the skips from standing past the markers. So they have to provide that viewership.
Yeah, as we've done more of these live streams, we've realised that, and the players have started to realise that it's happening, and to put themselves in a position that doesn't obstruct the camera. So
Right.
as they get the hang of that more and more, it gives everyone a better view.
So for those who are wondering, I tried to avoid this topic for a long time, but Brian Lim is just beside me now. What happened to the men's finals, right? Incidentally, the National Triples finals coincides with the Australian Open, really a platinum event in the World Bowl Series event. So several of our players have decided to, burn a hole in their pockets and sign up for it. Mainly for the experience, as well as if they achieve anything, it's really a massive bonus for not only themselves but the community in Singapore. So they'll be back in a few weeks, right? So as a result,
I think we've got about 10 from
Singapore.
Yeah, from Singapore in at the moment.
So because it clashes, unfortunately, one of the finalists team has 2 of them heading to the Australia Open. So a walkover has been given. The winners are SCC, comprising of Brian Lim, Kelvin Teo, and Vic Nash.
And funnily enough, that was the men's final was also a team from Lion City against a team from Singapore Cricket Club.
So while their Lion City is a relatively young club, right? Their players have really taken up a notch in terms of seriousness.
Absolutely, yeah.
Investing in traveling to the Aussie Open. Joe has been playing well so far, like I said. And now holding 2 shots. Serena looks to cut down the deficit. Looks good. Looks great. Looks superb.
Yeah, just nice. Just nice.
Great correction there. I mean, 2 meters, it's easier than said to correct, right?
That's really deceptive, that angle for this particular head. Look at the Serena's bowl's about 6 inches from the jack, and the other bowl behind, the second shot, is nearly
a meter.
Nearly,
Yeah.
3 to 4 feet. About a meter. So the distances look a bit deceptive.
Guys, I don't see any comments yet, either on our Facebook or YouTube. Let me check YouTube. Probably I need to sign in to see any comments. But do feel free to comment. Tell us who you support. Try to sign in.
I'm amazed on that's what you needed to do there. Just drawn it right on. Because Philo hit the earlier, hit the short bowl. It's taken that weight off, and she's
looks like Lion City holding
pretty
2 now,
much- Looks like, yeah, so it still looks like Lion City holding 2.
and they will take the 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so May's decided she can't make it any better and declared the head.
Then with 5 ends to go.
Sometimes you need double protection, right? In case the first one breaks.
Very looking to keep up the pressure with a good first bowl.
I was saying
Let's see how it
a real
goes.
change in length here. So
And
only
she's
about
done it.
26
Heart shape.
26 meters. So
SEC team just concentrating. You can hardly see any difference in body language. Everyone is doing their utmost to play their best. So now for Valerie, a challenge to a newer bowler is whether she's able to do the same. And the answer is no. Right, that's something to work on.
it's definitely a bit short.
Might be in the eye of Susan now, so Susan has been forced to change hands. So, great tactics, great strategy. And look at that. Down to the last, May says. So Susan, despite changing hands, managed to draw in one shot. Great correction, great concentration there. This one will definitely reach from Serena. Just on the narrow side. 1 meter behind. Joe will do well to throw the jack back to Susan's bowls. playing this hand. Weight looks decent. And 2 down. So, adding shot. Serena's not far away. Again, shots
all
on
depend on
her
the weight.
second bowl.
It's not gonna make it.
Right. So that's the key there. It could be slightly in the eye of May if she were to decide to draw and try to beat Susan's bowls. And Joe has decided to change hands because Serena's bowls is evidently in the eye of that forehand side.
Changeover conference going on there. They all decided that they need a bit of a chat. Bit of encouragement to the skip to play the difficult shots. Here's May trying to make up the deficit of 2 down at the moment.
Here she goes. Definitely is going to reach based on our observation.
Oh, nice. She saved
By the
one.
jack.
She saved one anyway, I think.
I think now it's just 1 down. Philo could just sit on Susan's bowls and nudge May's bowl just slightly behind to get 3. I think that's the logical shot to play, but she's gone narrow. And lacks the weight. Maybe in terms of the line it's alright, but she's got to put in a lot more weight than that. May will try for another toucher. If she touched it nice enough, basically there's a Serena's bowl is waiting behind, potentially 2. Eight, 10, Land City leading, but May has gone
Oh, no. Okay.
has gone narrow. No difference. I think the shot is still the same, right? Try to sit on Susan's bowl.
Or even if she brings in the Joe's spin shorter bowl. I think it's
Camera, they are getting rather cozy together. Land City ladies. She's gone narrow. Nothing's gonna happen from here.
its line was quite wrong.
So 1 up
Just
for SCC, and we still have a game. 10-9. SCC supporters making their voice heard.
9-10 with 4 to go.
The newly crowned men's champions are here, the entire team. They were afraid, they turned up because they were afraid that the walkover will not be given to them. So let's see whether it's a SCC clean sweep or NCT will share the spoils. That's nearly T to T.
I think it must be starting to get quite warm in the sun now. Singapore weather makes an interesting challenge for overseas teams.
Yeah. So for the overseas teams watching this, whether you are watching the repeat telecast or watching it live now, just bring a lot of water. Be prepared with some ice. We will prepare ice boxes. Make sure that your supply of ice will not run out so quickly. But do put in some.
It's the main thing.
Yeah, sunblock. Yeah, I've seen some overseas players here getting absolutely roasted, and very quickly their skin color changes. So that's not good for anyone.
Especially when you've got 6 days of play.
Right. We can control lots of things, but not really the weather.
Well, the alternative is heavy rain. So
Yeah.
for us, the ideal is no heavy rain. But when it's no heavy rain, it's usually pretty warm.
So that's our agenda for the long run, right? To get something sheltered, because as you can see, the bowls are not really like a sport of basketball or what. You don't really have to throw your bowls high, so having a shelter can be easily done here in Singapore. Roger's working on that. By the way, great bowl by Valerie there. Susan drew in one within probably a foot or a mat. And she's managed to come in rounding Valerie's bowls to hold the shot now. Serena just going behind, sitting on Valerie's first bowl, replacing it. Joe has gone narrow. Better weight there from what I see. It's better weight. And Land City now holding 2. Piling on the pressure. Philo has some work to do there.
That was a good correction.
Yeah. But it's not the end of the world for SCC. It's not the end of the world because they can still see the jack. There's sufficient amount of back bowls from SCC's perspective. So the worst that you can do here, Roger, is to play a short bowl from Philo's point of view.
I agree. As we said earlier, if it's short, it's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
And she's down too, needs to change, right?
Yep. There's no time limit for the match. From the knockout stages onwards, we typically don't see any issues in terms of time wasting here in the Singapore community. We have drilled that.
Oh, she's not going to be short. That's
Yeah, she's.
oh,
Oh,
that's come out. So you got a lucky week on something in the jackpot there.
but there's still.
I think it might be Serena, and it sounds like they're one up.
Yep, Valerie's bowls that Serena previously promoted. So if you get there, something will happen. That's what Philo tried.
Oh, this is May's going to have a go on the swinging hand and see.
This is gonna reach. She has to avoid the front bowls. Nope. She hits Serena's bowls, and now they are two up. Definitely the option to take the jack into a ditch is there, right?
Yeah, I think
They are very close to the ditch already.
I don't think there's much opportunity because
The front bowls.
there's no touches in there that they can make use of.
Yeah, but they can see the jack.
And
Most importantly, they can see the.
I
She
don't know
can.
that she can actually see the jack, can she? Oh, it's a
She
maybe
can,
It's a
yeah.
possibility. Yeah, Joe's suggesting that might be an option. So I think it's our angle that confuses us a little bit here.
Yeah, the option to sit on Serena's promoted bowl is also one, playing the forehand. If she misses or goes too narrow, she may take the jack. See the difference between you and me, Roger? I'm always thinking about the more aggressive shots. Philo in some sort of trouble. She's taking her time, and rightly so, right? At the crunch time here, on the 15th end, with 3 ends to go after this.
She's going to have to make a good decision here, so
Yeah.
let's see what comes up.
If she's gone 2
Potentially
down,
2 down or 3 down.
yeah, and the gap becomes 3 shots, it became rather a hill to climb.
She seems to be a bit undecided.
She's playing her backhand. So she's taken the Roger route. She's gone really aggressive there. And she's narrow. So 2 for Lion City with 1 bowl to play. May would definitely look to draw this bowl. There's no risk for her.
There seems to be a lot of room for the draw,
Yeah.
particularly on the forehand and
Correct.
the swinging hand.
And even if you throw the jack, there's no damage whatsoever. So definitely not an end that they will just be contented with 2. First things first, she must reach the head.
I think she'll reach, all right.
Yep.
But it seems to be a bit narrow.
So we have some kids around us now.
12 done.
I think they are Andrew's relatives, and they are trying to try out the new game. So just observing potential academy recruits, right?
Good.
So my son plays long balls as well, and I've joined the triples with him. I think we in the group stages we lost 2 and won 1, and we were out. So right now my son has a 10, as if he's a professional swimmer. All thanks to the Singapore weather. There's not enough of sunscreen will help this. So this is the business end of the match. 3 ends to go. London City leading by 3 shots, which is nothing. Which is nothing in terms of bowls. Recently, I watched one match in. It was I think a 2-4-2 match in Australia. The last 2 ends, they gave a 5 and a 4 each to absolutely turn the game. Well done, Valerie. Good weight. That's the shot.
It's a good start.
It's on the narrow side.
It's often quite hard if you get a good win. It's always seems to be quite difficult for the winning team to keep their focus, and you often see the next end they give it away again.
Right, exactly. A bit like football as well, right? They always say after you score a goal, the next 5 minutes is the period that you likely concede very quickly. So that's what we are working on. What we have observed in our national squads is that the early stages of the game, we always are able to match the higher class opponents, but the higher class opponents maintain their concentration throughout the match and sweep us aside when the opportunity arises. So we are working on that. Joe throws the shot. So you can hear some of the background people shouting Sabo, right? That's Joe's name of Joe's husband, late husband. I think he's left us for maybe 10-15 years. Keen bowler as well, captain of national hockey team. So our pioneers in terms of the bowls community here in Singapore. And Joe going from strength to strength.
No, he's drawn it.
Going 2 now.
There was a time a couple of years ago where Jo decided she really wanted to work on her drawing, so she was having some difficulty with it. Now it's starting to pay off, I think.
Right. This is really getting exciting now. The crowd is starting to play into it. Oh, that's Serena's bowls.
Well,
I didn't notice.
You know, there's 3 elements to bowls: line, length, and luck. And that was right on it. That blue bowl was just in the lucky line.
It's very crucial, specifically at the late stage of this game.
two swing turn the other way would be just a bit more.
Joe looks interested, but just wide.
No, yeah.
So May will do well to draw past the jack. Definitely have to adjust her weight now. She's gone way too heavy the first one. We were lucky promotion to get Serena's bows up. She will say that it's deliberate.
Okay. That's a good,
Just on the white side.
good,
Yeah.
good third bowler.
I think Philo's slightly rushing it a bit, in my opinion.
She missed the line totally
Yep.
there.
I feel that she's rushing.
might be-
She has the last bowl she
She
can
might
take.
be
The
feeling the pressure of being down this close to the end.
yeah,
And now she's gone down, what, 2 there? 1.
1. So 13-9 now in favor of Lion City.
So there's 4 differential with 2 ends
Where's
to
to
play.
go? That, yeah, I really feel that Philo could have taken her time because the opponent has no more bowls. She's entitled to take as long as she could. Of course, the decision of the type of shots to be made is already there, but you know, there's really no need to rush. Valerie on route to her first gold medal. Has played a fair shot, around 2 meters shot. It looks very far away, but it's around 2 meters shot.
Well, the standard we need here to win, it's very short. So she's going to need to make a good correction on the second bowl.
So better weight there from Susan, but on
Not
the
that
narrow
much,
side.
Still a bit short.
And Valerie adjusts that 2 meters. Going downhill is very difficult. So
It's like a fair adjustment on the weight. I can't really tell it.
the weight probably a mat behind, but went too narrow. Ring 4 is a tricky ring. On the swing side, you really, yeah, you see how much it swings? You really gotta dare to take the grass. Anyway, shout out to Coach Bernard, who is not with us today. He's in a religious temple somewhere in Singapore, and today is the day that he vows to be a vegetarian for the rest of his life, for religious reasons. So shout out to him.
I think a few of us are going over to lend our support to his ceremony today when we after we've completed it here.
If I'm not coughing that badly, I would, but unfortunately not today. Just losing my voice soon. Joe with his 100th toucher of the tournament. Threw the jack back, and it's a brand new game. Lots of front bowls to maneuver. And decision is to play the narrower backhand. Not reaching. So SCC is holding one shot. The one that threw the jack back, that's Joe. She will do well to maintain her weight. Taking the swing hand, making sure it swings nicely in. It looks on the heavy side because of the downhill, it will keep rolling. So that's not in the count. That's nearly more, probably 2.5 meters long behind. And an open head. Nerves. Probably less nerves from the Lion City sort of things. Holding a comfortable lead at 4. I would say 4 is a comfortable lead with 2 ends to go.
It's so easy to lose it, like you said before, though, the 5 and a 4 with
Yeah.
the earlier example. So you can't really be comfortable unless you're going into the last end with 5.
May is on the heavy side. 2 meters behind. Pressure is on Philo to draw in. Also a bit on the heavy side, I reckon. Looks like the players are starting to struggle with the green a bit.
Serena's asked me to play the same hand and
Just correct.
take off a couple of
Yeah.
meters.
That's correct. The worst that you can go is 1 if you draw in the shots here. And everything is like 1 meter radius.
yeah.
Oh, got blocked. So, no change. No change. And Philo will do well to draw 1 more to make it 11-13. Make it a grand slam finish on the last end. So in the scenario where
She's done it.
here she comes.
She's done it.
Right, so 2
Well, it's like 2 down. So there's no comfortable lead
for
going
SCC.
here.
In the event of a draw, we will play an additional end, and it will be sudden death sort of format, right? So you don't really have to win 3. You don't really have to win by multiples on the extra end, right? It's just 1 will do. So last end, 11-13.
Everything to play for.
I think the calmest people around here are the 2 commentators. Taking her time, and rightly so. The weight looks good. And look at that. Still beatable. It's 1 mat. More than 1 mat distance.
Well, she shows the other hand. I would have thought that
She's been playing this hand her entire game, so really no reason to change.
Come on, keep running there. Come on, turn. Yeah, very good.
Good weight there. But 1 down. SCC 1 up. Susan with potentially her last bowl. Potentially. Wait, looks good. And look at that. Ending with a bang. Susan. I think Valerie will be short here.
Looks short, doesn't it?
Coming for the good.
It's about,
And that's the two that SCC needs to draw the game.
looks like Joe might have drawn one in for good measure as well.
3. Definitely 3 now. Of course, we are disregarding that the Lion City still have 4 balls to play.
I think they'll be feeling the pressure by now, huh?
That weight is fine. Just slightly heavy. It's 2 meters heavy from Serena, and SCC still holding 3. Is this the greatest comeback? A great comeback, may not be the greatest, but great comeback.
This goes to show how fast the game can turn.
Joe definitely went narrow, great weight. The lack of consistency on the line is hurting them. To be fair to them, Kallang Green is not the easiest to find a line. And Serena has
Looks like it's all
over adjusted,
and it's short.
and the entire pressure now sits on May's shoulder. 3 down. Looks very drawable. Philo will look to defend this position.
As it stands now, SCC will win if May doesn't do anything. So I think May's probably got a little bit of pressure going on.
She do have the last ball. So 100% within her control. Unlike the weather. The weight looks good. Looks good, and looks like it's going to be the first shot.
4.
4.
4 down.
Draw. So May is just gonna draw. Follow Philo's hand down. She's got to put faith in her own abilities. Two more balls to go. The first one just out. It is okay.
It's
Oof.
done something. That will have changed it a lot.
She's cut down to 2.
It might be 1 or
Cut down to 2.
2, is it?
Yeah. So as of now, we are playing a draw game. It's a draw game. Let's see what Philo will do with this ball. I think she's short
She might
by
block,
quite a bit.
might block up May's line.
No. It's crossed the center line.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
the opportunity is here for May to just reduce it to 1. If not, we are heading to an extra end.
Extra end.
Yeah, I said it just now. because I anticipated it. It's a close match, so the chance of it happening is definitely there.
He's always got a chance, yeah.
I know what Philo will be doing now. Crossing her fingers. Her toes. Her everything. Her hair. May has to be careful here as well. Oh, the match is done.
That's fixed.
So
That's fixed.
May has trailed the jack back.
Single-handedly. She'll be very happy about that.
That is what you can do with the final bow. Everything within her control. The game plan was there.
And the stress was high for everyone. I didn't realize how much stress I was under.
Yeah.
It was a good ball under pressure. Great ball.
So Lion City Lombos Club ladies are now the national triples champion with a score of 15-11, I think. Towards the end, it's academic, right? So SCC and Lion City Lombos Club shares the spoils in terms of these national triples championships. The SCC male are the champions, whereas Lion City Lombos Club are the newly crowned women's triples champion. So it will do their national rankings some help. Yeah. Okay, so we'll leave them to keep their bows, have a bit of discussion, and then we will invite them to come over to have a chat. May, obviously, the lady of the match. Under pressure, trying to avoid the extra end. Managed to trail the jack back and change the entire dynamics. Waiting on for Philo. Disappointing for Philo. I think the SCC team has done their best. Going into a slightly disadvantaged position and fighting back towards the last bowl. Still had a chance to win it all, right? So Roger is there. That's Roger giving the high fives to all the players. That's him. So I think he's a well-known personnel amongst the Lombos community, not only in Singapore but in Asia and as well as the world. So May is on the way here, and then we will look to interview her. For me, as the tournament director, I for one am glad that the competition is over. Because it's a lot of hard work running competitions. So I'm in my own mini celebratory mood. Alright, so the camera will soon be focused on me. That's okay. You see, this shirt is the academy shirt, right? Academy. So if you have kids trying to do well in sports, look for me. I'm Edmund Lin, right? And as you can see, I'm a young man as compared to the likes of Roger. Definitely big difference. And we have May here. Congratulations, right? Now going from, I think, have you cemented yourself as sort of one of the top team players here in Singapore, especially for the ladies?
Thank you very much for your comment.
Sorry, Yao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your comments. That I hope to be the best, nothing but the best. Yeah, and hopefully I can bring more girls up. Yeah, the levels of competition higher. Yeah,
So, what were you thinking on the last bowl?
my hand is trembling, but not that tremble.
Yeah.
I can see my bowl is shaking. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just have the feel as the first bowl, and then I go. It did went a little bit narrower, but that is supposed to be lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great bowl under pressure. I mean, before your before your first bowl, you will fall down.
Correct.
You will fall down, and if you didn't draw it in, we all know that when it comes to playing the more aggressive shots, you dare to go, right?
Yes.
But that was obviously a situation that you needed to draw,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And
Actually, my idea is to go for it because we have bad bowls, and what we want is to just give one shot. Is good enough. Yeah, but when Philo drew in the fourth shot, then I tell my teammate Serena that I'm going to draw. But she reminds me of the scoreboard. I said, yes, I am. I will only give them one shot.
yeah, I think that's the right bowl to call,
Yeah.
right bowl to play, because at 4 down, you do have you hear through the commentary, you still have 2 bowls essentially, and that's particularly important. That that's what you are paid money for as a skip, right?
Yes.
That you will be able to put in the pressure bowls and take the pressure away from the team, right? Yeah. So Serena and Valerie are here as well. Philo is here. So I was like wondering if she will be able to do a interview.
Yeah.
So
shot one.
Serena is here. Any else to say, May?
I hope more coming. Like the fours is coming, and the sets game singles coming. Yeah.
And the
I-
mixed pairs.
And the mixed
I heard
pairs.
that you already picked your
Book.
partner.
Yes.
Yeah, book
Yeah.
a young boy. A young boy.
Yeah.
Right.
To groom them up
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll have Evan back. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. We are live. We are live. All right. Next, maybe Serena. Hey, Philo, don't go away lah.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Serena has been helping us with all these logistics in also in the background. But now she's the national trippers. How many times? First time?
No.
Second time? Third time?
Third.
Third time, right? And is it every time with May?
Yes, she's my favorite medalist teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, clearly, if you saw the last end, or many other ends, May made a big difference.
yes.
Yeah. So it's really nice to have her. Yeah. Thank you very much.
We always say talk about May as a person that dares to play the aggressive shots, but today obviously she's shown that she can draw when required.
Yes.
So
Yes.
towards the last end, she was saying that the idea of playing the heavy shot was still there before her first bowl, and then
Yes.
she changed her mind,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And although did not win the shot, but managed to cut it down to 2, which takes the
Yes.
pressure off everything, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, I mean clearly you have seen this is a team bowls, right? I mean every single person's bowls plays a part. Even if it's short, it's something for the skip to move it up. But of course we are all trying our best. Even our opponents, they did a really good job pressuring us all the way. Yeah, so thank you everybody, including my teammate Val.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So
Yeah.
is Val next?
Yes.
Valerie's got what happened the last 6 months.
So we have quite a lot of conversations in the past, right, Valerie, in terms of how to do well in the sports in general. So I think one of the things that I remember you telling me was that to really excel in sports, being the champion in Singapore is not enough, right? You got to strive for more. So maybe now that you have won your first gold in the nationals, what do you think will be the next steps when it comes to bowls?
I think because I'm relatively new in this sport, so even if I had won this goal, I think it's a team effort. I really rely a lot on Serena and May, and at the same time, while we were bowling, um, they actually said like some lingo that I don't even understand. So I think that was where I learned. And even when the opponent was sharing, I was asking her like, so what does that mean? Then I learned along the way. So I think even at the nationals, I'm still quite far away. But I will probably encourage people who are already in the national team, or maybe even who are even overseas competing, to actually aim for the best. Singapore is just so small. There's only just a few of us. We may be good, but we can always be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a employer of Sports SG, right? so I think this resonates throughout not only rather limited community in long bowls, but the bigger community of people trying to achieve something in sports, right?
I mean, even I'm just probably like 6 months into proper longbow training, but I think it's probably the mindset, how much you want it, how much you're willing to go for it, and to
Yeah.
also put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah. So we observe how you played, and one of the key things here, just to give you a bit of suggestion, is the consistency. That's definitely something that you need to work on. The tendency of next bowl being around 2 meters short from your first bowl, even though your first bowl is there. That ability to what we so-called caterpillar, right? It's something that you need to work on. So through the phases of developing as a player, you have to focus on one thing and one thing at the same time, and then you will be surprised how short that doing drills and like maybe 2 weeks or 3 times of drills will actually take a certain issues away entirely, right? So have keep thinking about the development. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So nearly run out of time, but we have the skip of SCC.
Thank you.
Currently World Bowl Series top 100 player. So if we try to put a closer, I think we have shared her profile quite aggressively in our social media. Everybody knows how she looks like. Unlike me and Roger, nobody really know how we look like. And she's gone from strength to strength. Multiple singles champion. You win until you cannot remember how many, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, modest. Wait.
Well,
Okay.
The thing is that you can't win them all, right?
Yeah. And
So-
I think you guys started off well, and then they started to gain a foothold, right? Especially, I think May played one aggressive shot and got 3, while you guys are holding the shot,
Yeah.
right?
I think today May played really well. Well, she has a lot of experience as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you lost to a better team.
Yeah,
so
I think a shout out to Joe as well. Joe has fairly started off very strongly, and then towards the end still managed to get a few touches and change the hit. So it's really in the end fine margins, right?
Yeah.
Towards that last end is fine
Yeah,
margins, right? She could
correct.
well have missed and went through the hit, and then it's an extra end.
Correct. If only I had been about 20% more accurate today, I think that would be a better.
Yeah, that was the
Today was
difference.
like,
Yeah.
I would say crap.
Yeah. Towards the end,
Yeah.
you slightly dropped the
Yeah.
bowl, slightly,
Correct,
right? So, anyway, it's still a silver medal.
Yeah.
I've gone through some tough matches. In your group, you had 5 in your group, right? And you had to play 4 matches, and along the way, you gave my youngsters a lesson along the way, right?
Yeah.
So, well-deserved silver medal and a finalist, right? And we'll go from strength to strength. She will be playing in the upcoming Lion City Cup. And then next on her calendar will be the Champion of Champions in Melbourne, So the community here in Singapore will be behind you. Her best results in terms of a champion was a bronze medal, beating Karen Murphy along the way, right? So Karen Murphy will be here for a Malayan Cup as a coach. So you meet your old friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank
Good.
you.
So we'll hand the mic back to Roger see if the president has any other things to say. No, we're done. Roger, any last words for the national tripper? I'm glad. I personally am glad it's over. Right.
Yeah, I think you've done a great job organising it, you and your team. We've seen good matches all the way through, and that was just the right standard to see for a last game. Went down to the wire, almost finished with a complete turnaround within the last two ends. So I think that they've done a great job, and the comments from the girls were really quite
encouraging
and positive for bowls going forward. So yeah, I think we've had a very satisfactory tournament, and I think that all the players that have taken part, and we had a good number of players taking part in the triples, will take something away from it and build to their experience for the next events. So well done to all the organising committee, and we look forward to greeting everyone back here for the next event, which will be the Lion City Cup in 6th to 12th of July.
So a public service announcement here. I've booked the green today up to 5 p.m. and tomorrow from 9 to 5 as well, because tomorrow is supposed to be a buffer for if there's any incremental weather, right? So for the community in Singapore, the green is free for everyone to use from 9 to 5. Do come down, especially if you are selected for the Lion City Cup, right? Time to pull up your socks and do us proud. You need all the practice that you need. So come down, have a roll, work on your weaknesses, right? And if there's anything that you need, just let the administration here knows, right? And I think that is all for me. Anything else?
And that's all from me. So
Thank you, Roger.
See you all here next time.
Right. Thanks, Leandro. Thanks. Bye.
Talk to me. Ed, talk to me. We've got to work out what the hell we're going to do in this direction.